Call the meeting to order at 6:30. What do we have for additions to the agenda? I see select board memo says none. Is that an addition to none? Or does that mean none?
No.
On your,
So I have
okay,
one thing, update town garage.
Okay.
Meeting last week.
town garage. Update. Anything else? Nothing? Review a minutes, select board meeting, August 4th, 2025, and addendum to June 2nd, 2025 minutes. First ones we review are August 4th. August 4th.
Motion to accept the minutes.
Oh, there's Scott. Hey, Scott.
There's Scott.
Here I
He made a
am.
motion.
I did.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion on the minutes from August 4th? Hearing none, seeing none. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The ayes appear to have, they do have it. Approving the minutes from August 4th. The addendum to June 2nd, 2025 minutes. Is just changing the number of. I call it the statue, is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, there are a few other things in there as I see it. It was, the formatting came out hard to read on the
Oh.
website. I don't know what it looks like and what you have, but the way I see this, well, first of all,
Addendum in here.
you got the first paragraph. Where's that first paragraph supposed to go, Rosie? Or who's in charge of this?
I am.
Yeah, okay,
So bear with me a second. I'm just gonna open it up.
sure.
Which paragraph are you talking?
The planning commission requests to appoint.
Request.
Oh, yeah.
That was part of our agenda.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that came from the agenda. I basically copied and pasted this entire thing from Jim Barlow.
Okay,
So this is what he presented to me to present to you as the addendum.
okay. I think it's, so I guess the idea behind that first one is to leave it in the order that it was on the agenda. Yeah,
Correct.
okay, and then I would then strike from that, this topic was not discussed, because it was discussed, but the rest of it explains it. By consensus, the item was moved to the end of the meeting for discussion in executive session.
So you want to strike that?
Just strike this topic was not discussed and leave everything else in the first paragraph would be my proposal.
Okay.
And then it's not clear from the PDF that I'm looking at least, exactly what's happening with the motion, but it looks to me like a personnel related matter is being struck. And that's being replaced by appointment
Appointment
of a town representative to CVRPC, is that correct? Okay,
Yeah, so instead of 313A, 313A3, it's 313A1B,
the opposite.
right?
A1B is being struck
Other way.
and A3 is being inserted. Along with the item above. So if that's the intent behind this, then I'm all for it. Then I move to adopt this addendum.
Mm.
Or to amend the minutes of June 2nd, 2025, consistent with the addendum as amended. That makes sense?
Yeah, so we have to leave out the personnel related matter,
Correct.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we're changing the A1B to A3.
Correct.
Yeah,
And I cross-check that with the statutes.
Yeah, that's the correct number.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the email from Jim Barlow. Okay. So we need a motion.
I just made the motion.
Oh, you made the motion. We need a
I'll
second.
second it.
Get a second? Any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The ayes appear to have it, they do have it. All right, public comment. Don't see any public. When we move to the next item. PC update on town plan work.
Oh,
See Ben here.
yeah, he's-
Oh, Ben.
Hey, everyone.
Good
I just-
evening.
Good evening. I wanted to touch base with the select board on behalf of the planning commission and bring you up to speed on our work on the town plan and discuss the time frame a little bit to get your input on how much time the select board would like to have for its statutorily required processes associated with the town plan. So for openers, I just want to mention that the planning commission started work about a year and a half ago and really wanted to take a deep dive into all the sections of the town plan and refresh things, update things, make some substantive changes. And it not quickly, but it eventually became clear to the planning commission that that was too much to bite off in the time that we had available. As a reminder, the current town plan expires June 4th of this coming year. So the planning commission decided to take a kind of two-pronged approach. We're going to try to make minimal changes to the sections that we've not already worked on intensively and push that forward for an adoption in time before the current town plan expires. And then we're going to take a second bite at the apple, go back to the sections that we haven't really had time to work on in depth, and then propose a second adoption maybe a year later, something like that, not waiting the full 8-year cycle to get another chance to work on the sections that we think are really important to really dig into. So maybe I'll pause there and see if I confused anyone with that, or if you have any questions about what we've been thinking.
Yeah, that sounds like a great approach, Ben. What I'm just wondering if you know the answer to this is, and just for the sake of the record, you talked about the 8-year clock. We are eligible when we have a valid town plan for certain grants that we're not eligible for if it's not. And once the town plan is adopted, it's good for 8 years for those purposes. Does the clock start again when you adopt a new plan with modifications? So if we adopt this plan as you're suggesting before June of 2026, and then adopt another modification before June of or sometime in 2027, does the 8-year clock start again in 2027?
I can't give you a definitive answer to that question. I suspect it probably does, because it would be a full adoption as opposed to an amendment. If you do an
Right.
amendment to a plan, that does not reset the clock, but I suspect that doing a second adoption out of cycle, as it were, would reset that clock.
Okay. That would
But
be
I'm
good.
not 100% certain about that.
Okay.
Any other questions about what we're up to and what we're thinking here?
No, I just like to thank you, because being on the planning commission for about 10 years and living through numerous town plans, I know the amount of work, especially a total rewrite, is a lot of work. So I just commend you and your commission and thank you, knowing what's involved. So thanks a lot.
Well, thanks, Scott. I appreciate that. This is the first time I've been through this process, and in fact, since a lot of the planning commissioners have not been on the commission for a long time, it's a new process for many of us. The main thing I wanted to get all of your input on, you probably know this very well, but once the planning commission hands the select board the town plan, you have to wait at least 30 days and no more than 120 days to hold a first hearing. And then, because we have more than 2,500 residents, there has to be a second hearing before the town can actually formally adopt the town plan.
I don't remember doing the one hearing, but we have over 2,500.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Good deal.
The last time we did it too.
Oh, we did too?
I think we may have done one in conjunction with a select board meeting, so
Oh,
it
yeah.
might have been as
Might have
noticeable.
just blended into
Yeah,
the background,
yeah,
so to
yeah,
speak.
yeah.
I know there was at least two done.
Yeah, I remember that.
So, yeah, so the question I wanted to pose to you is, how much time would you all like? How much calendar time would you like for us to give you the town plan for you to have enough time to go through this process and complete it before ideally the beginning of June 2026?
But we need at least 60 days, right? We have to have.
Well,
So you have to warn, well, you could warn it.
Nothing has changed after we got. a hold
Yeah,
of
well,
it.
you
Right.
can change some stuff, but just mostly typos. let's say.
I would think in case, on the outside chance that there would be some comments, the planning commission might need time to revise it or change it to then give it back to us on the select board. So maybe 90 days would make more sense if that's possible.
Yeah, but the thing is, if we make substantial changes to it, substantive changes, then they gotta take it back and then you have to have another hearing,
Correct.
right? So that's
That's why I'm thinking that the.
That's gotta be more than 90 days. I mean, I don't think that's gonna happen, because anytime we've made changes before, they weren't huge changes. We were able to just go to the next hearing. That's what we did before.
Mhm.
We didn't send it back to the planning commission.
Yeah,
But if
my
we did
understanding
20
is
days,
that,
that's 4 months.
Right,
120 days is probably
That would be-
safer.
that would be safer in my
Right.
opinion.
So
And
let's,
that way, if anything else needs to be changed, it could go back to the planning commission. They can make their revisions.
And then they have to have a hearing.
Then we have to come back with another hearing.
We have to have
Two hearings.
2 hearings and they have to have at least 1, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
so let's game this out, 120 days before,
yeah,
we have, so that's when they hand it over to us. We have to wait 30 days, so T minus 90 for our first hearing.
yeah.
And at that time, we may or may not get some substantive changes. And
Right.
then we have another hearing. What is there?
No, you have to send it back to them.
No, let's say we don't have substantive
Right,
changes.
then we have to have another hearing for 30 days.
Is it 30 days later?
30 days later.
Yeah, 30 days notice.
That has to be 30 days notice between hearings, is all.
I-
That's 60 days.
I
Ben,
think it's actually a 15-day notice requirement for a hearing, and I'm not sure that there's a defined period of time between the two hearings. I think you can do them at any spacing as long as you give the 15-day notice.
okay, so they could be, let's say they're 2 weeks apart, just to compress things. So that's T minus 75 at that point. And then we find substantive changes that we want to make. We
Right.
send it back to the planning commission at T minus 60. Well, do you have a 30-day notice for your hearings? Well, you have a meeting, say T minus 60. You have a 30-day notice for your hearing, that's T minus 30. I guess I would request that we ask the planning commission to game this out and figure out how much time is needed comfortably in case at our second hearing, we
Right.
have substantive changes that need to be sent back to the planning commission. Does that make sense?
Well, I think we're gonna
I
have,
think after the first
Right.
hearing, we would know if there's gonna be. something.
absolutely.
Okay.
The first hearing will probably get, if there's gonna be changes, maybe the first hearing.
Okay,
Right.
Yeah,
so
That would be
if
my guess.
Yeah.
we could ask Ben to just work backwards from June 4th to give us a calendar that would allow that
Yeah,
back and forth.
yeah, that's probably what we better do.
So I would note that there is no requirement for the select board to send it back to the planning commission and for the planning commission to hold hearings. In principle, the select board could entirely rewrite the plan and not involve another another hearing of the planning commission. So I'm not sure.
Oh,
That was not my
I
understanding.
thought we did.
That was, yeah.
that's okay, we're good with that then.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's my understanding based on what I've read about the requirements.
Okay,
Now,
Well, that-
it's not to say you wouldn't want to consult with us and you might want our input on the changes that you would like to make, but I'm just saying, I don't think it kind of resets the process
Okay.
of us having to hold a hearing and then send it back to you and have another 30 days and then another hearing and so forth.
what's that?
I know I was on the select board before when we made substantial changes
Mhm.
and went back to the planning commission and they brought it back to us.
well, I remember
That's
having
the
this
way it
discussion
works.
with Bruce
I do too.
before.
I remember, yeah.
I mean, that was in the early 2000s. So
Hey,
maybe-
Our hands are free and our brains are free now to make a lot of changes. I guess, without involving them. Okay, sounds good. All right, well, as long as you're sure about that, we can set a timeline.
Well, I can confirm that with CVRPC just to make double darn sure, but,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I guess the challenge here is, you could imagine an infinite number of backs and forths between the select board and the planning commission.
I don't imagine, because people don't even go to these hearings, to be honest with
No.
you. They don't,
Right.
honestly.
Yeah.
That's why I can hardly remember the last hearing, because we had it with the select board meeting and nobody came. As I remember, nobody came to that. The only thing is
Not
that
to the second one, the first one. That was
the first one, because of the wind, the towers,
Towers.
the windmills,
Hmm.
there were people at that one.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. So are you gonna give us a date after further research?
I mean, I can certainly do that. From what we've talked through, it sounds like if there's not a requirement to go back to the PC and have the PC hold hearings, probably 4 months would be a nice conservative window.
Yeah, that's 120 days, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
That-
All right, I'll assume that if CVRPC says that that's the case, we can target 4 months out to
Okay,
get to the town plan.
yeah,
And if that's not the case, I'll come back and we can have another discussion.
Sure, you wanna just send us a
That's
note
February
when you
4th.
figure out, when you get the answer from CVRPC, just send us a
Yeah.
note one way or the other.
I'll certainly confirm, yeah.
okay, sounds good.
Great. Well,
All right.
thank you for looking forward this far and being good at planning as the chair of the planning commission.
Yes, we've got to plan this town plan.
Sounds
All
good.
right. Thanks,
Thanks.
everyone.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Dan.
The next item, Town Highway FY 26 Annual Financial Plan for the Vermont Agency of Transportation. Possible motion. So, is this it right here?
Right here.
Yes,
That one page?
Just one page.
I guess I'd probably see
I've
this.
got like multiple pages.
No.
Mm.
So basically, this is for fiscal year 2026. We do this every year.
Yep.
Vermont Agency of Transportation requested this information. On the top page, they filled out the top half, and then we were tasked with filling out the bottom half.
Yeah,
According to the orange book, and that's part of your packet there, that's why it's so thick. It's a
Yes.
Full copy of the orange book.
yeah,
So basically, it provides the inputs for them to determine if we need an emergency grant in the future, if that's needed.
no,
This data allows them to figure out how much it could be for, basically.
I think it never happened. My understanding of this, it was kind of like, who knows?
Kind of like a formality.
Yeah, it's a formality.
So, I've probably looked at this, 13, 14 times now, we do it every year,
I gotta take off my shoes to count that, right?
I'm looking at this with fresh eyes now and
Oh, good.
trying to figure out what's going on here, so
Nobody knows.
I only have the first page in front of me, and in the top under description, there are 3 numbers, one of which has a $ in front of it, the other 2 don't. What are those numbers?
So they're the road classes and how much we spent by the road class. So the top half of the spreadsheet has to match the bottom half. That's part of the,
So that looks like the second column. There, the estimated is how much we spend by road class, is that correct?
right.
Correct.
Okay,
And
but what's going on in the left column under the description, the 12,660.24, for example?
I believe that's
the road miles.
believe that's per mile.
That's the state funds per mile?
Per mile.
Okay,
But and mine's probably shows the worth.
Last 3, so that would be. We have, how many miles do we have?
Around 72 or 60.
No, it's 60.
63.
No, it's 60 and 12 miles of pavement.
No,
That makes 72.
wait a minute, okay,
What's that?
Guthrie.
62.62 for the town of East Montpelier, and then 14 and 2, add in the rest up to 74 or
Okay.
72. It's another 10 or
Okay.
12.
so 62 miles of the class 2 roads?
That's what he's
No.
saying, but that comes
No.
down to more,
No, it's 50 miles of class 3, 12 miles of class 2. That's what it should be, pretty close to that.
Okay,
That's about right then.
It might be a little over 12 because a bunch of the center road, even the gravel part, is considered class 2 in the state's eyes.
so if I get 12 times 4654, I get 55,848, which is quite a bit different from 89,85.
That's class 1 road.
And if I do 1730 times 62 for the class 3, I get 107
Yeah,
instead of 74.
right.
So I don't know, I still have a hard time understanding what these numbers are.
So they pull them directly from their website, so if the top numbers are off, then we need to tell them to update their website.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're multiplying that times the number of miles, correct? The number, so 12,660.24 for class 1.
We don't have to class.
Right.
Yeah, times 0 is 0, so
Then
that
class-
number works.
Class 2 are the paved roads?
Correct.
Class, yeah,
Paved roads and there's part of center road that they consider class 2.
That is paved,
so
And
that's,
not paved.
that's not,
it's not paved, right?
so that's
Right.
about 14 miles, 15 miles.
I would say it's 15, possibly
14.
closer to 16.
Okay,
Yeah. So. 15 on, just out of curiosity,
that still doesn't get up to 89.
no. 16. I got it. Well, my understanding of this form before, that was that it was not that accurate. But it was just something we had to push along for whatever reason. We have to get it back into the state. So, moving down to the estimated winter maintenance, is that those real numbers? What's that?
So if you use 16 miles using Guthrie's numbers, that's the difference. So it's only off by $100 for class 2.
I used 16 miles and I got 74,464 times
On class 2 or 3?
plus 2. 16
Seven.
times 4,654 is 74,464 according to this thing.
Okay. That would be wrong.
So which is very close to the class 3 line,
Right,
right?
Yeah.
maybe that's what I was thinking. So these came off the state website, Jim?
Yeah. the
I got
top
19 miles, that's what, if you divide it, do it backwards,
Uh-huh.
it's 19 miles. Of class 2. So,
So what are we being asked to do here?
you have to have this plan back into the state, is that correct?
Right, and
Yeah.
they asked us to fill the bottom half, because,
Which you did,
right,
So they gave us the top half, we're filling the bottom half.
yeah,
Right.
Okay,
right,
and it's gotta match the top.
okay, so the bottom line has.
oh, right,
So
so
we
we just
just,
gotta make
So
them.
we just had to make the numbers work.
yeah,
Right.
okay, so we just accept their number, we don't have to
Exactly.
double check that, yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So we have no major construction projects, that's not what I'm seeing in the town administrator report.
Yeah, but if you read the next page on this thing.
I don't have a next page.
We, the legislative body of the municipality of East Montpelier, certify funds raised by municipal tax are equivalent for greater than a sum of at least $300 per mile. So they're trying to make sure that we have enough money in our taxes
Mm-hmm,
to cover $300 a mile.
that part I remember.
Right. So that's all we really have to sign.
Yeah, okay,
So
That's
that's
all
all
we're
no
saying.
brainer. Right,
yeah,
so
I'm good with that.
let's make that motion and move on.
I'll make a motion, we accept the annual financial plan for town highways from the state. 19 BSA. 306.
306.
J.
Yeah.
We have a second on that?
Second.
I think the plan is probably TA-60.
Scott, you second it?
That
I did.
19
Any further discussion?
is a reference to the statute. No further discussion.
No. All those in favor, please say aye.
I,
Aye.
Aye.
Now, it looks like only one of us has to sign this. There's Julie, oh, we can all sign it, there's plenty of lines here.
Okay.
Okay, I'll just pass it around.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, we're representing, representatives. Here, you want to sign that? There you go, second page. Oh, this is the. That's the original, oh, I have a lot of copies here. Okay, okay, all right. So. Road foreman update.
Thank you.
Okay, so I don't know if any of you have been introduced to the road tracker that Jennifer came up with. We've started using that. It's a little bit tricky because service is still very spotty at the temporary garage, but we've got things in there and been working off that list also, which has been handy to see some progress being made. That's the one big thing that been getting things in and out of that has been new recently. And Caleb, the new employee for the road crew, he is working out great. Seems to be really grasping all the different tasks that we've thrown at him and has interest in learning more, which has been great. I don't know if any of you have made the trip past the town garage, the town garage project, but that's making some pretty good progress. Kind of lumpy in progress, but that's the way it goes with concrete and curing times and everything. So that's really the few things that I've got there. We've been working on grading, working our way around town as the weather allows. At one point there, we were so dry, it's pretty difficult to keep going, but we've got some moisture now, so we're working with that. And we've been running trying out an excavator. I'm assuming in the next 6 weeks that we'll be coming to the select board with a proposal to purchase it. It's been phenomenal to be in a machine that is on tracks, makes road work just slick and fast. That's a discussion for another day, I suppose. And I've got one truck in the shop that we're going to have to discuss as well. I don't know if it's worth the investment at this point. So we'll have to look into that a little bit deeper also. But I'm working up all the options for that, for having something this fall or by midwinter at least. So that's not a monstrous update, but that's kind of the hot topics going on in the highway department.
So, I see the excavator parked over there on Cherry Tree Road, is that project done?
Yep, the excavator's up and Templeton Road now.
Okay, cause it didn't look like it moved, I mean, I know you did the job, but how many hours have you actually put on it?
That's we did Dodge Road first with it, and then we did Cherry Tree. Tomorrow it'll be on Templeton, and then hopefully by the end of the week it'll be on North Street.
And how are you moving that around?
Mike has been moving it for us.
Okay.
Mike Brown.
Yeah, alright. And is there any chance you can fix that hole on Kelton Road and on the bridge there?
Yep,
In there.
that one, and there's one that matches it pretty well on Coburn Road too.
Okay. The people.
I think we're gonna try to put a waste block down over the bank and then fill in with some possibly 2-foot stone, try to keep it really structurally there.
Yeah, that'd be great. And then there's a lot of road signs that are kind of scattered in the bushes.
There are.
What's that?
There are a lot of them, yep. And there's also a list that the sheriff put together for speed limit signs that he would like to see
Right.
freshened up.
Okay, be nice to get those road signs back, because they're getting buried by vegetation right now. The one up on Hammond Hill there got knocked in the bushes by snowplow, and the trees are growing over it, so it's on the right-hand side to go around the corner in the bushes there. So
So
I guess
the track, yeah,
what's that?
the tracker has a page for street signs, and that is in there. It's a second page of that.
Okay.
tracker.
All right. Okay, and then the culvert on, let's see, what's that road over there?
Horn of the Moon or Sodom Pond?
No,
Jacob
the
Road.
small one, Jacob Road, the one that's going through,
Yeah.
yeah.
Fair.
What's that? Getting one through and that one's got no gravel on, so I don't know what the plan for that is. And the other thing was the guy that on North Street that wanted his culvert done,
That's on the tracker.
that's on the tracker, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, what's the status on that?
It's
What's the-
waiting to be marked by 811.
Michael
So
Bender, right?
dig safe. So hopefully we'll be up there the end of this week.
Okay, cause I remember that we made some commitment by July and he hasn't called me, thank
Oh
God.
no, that one's long done. That one's
Oh, that one's long done?
yeah.
Oh, okay,
Michael's was done before July 1st.
oh, okay, great. He hasn't called me, so I'm like, okay, it's probably okay, but I just want to check in. All right, that's all I have. Anybody else have questions?
No,
Do you want to, while he's on, you want to do the update from Lieutenant Gorge from the meeting last week?
We can. Yeah, I didn't go to the last meeting.
So, as he said, they're pouring concrete this week.
Yeah.
Making good progress. They hope to, know, hopefully by the meeting tomorrow, if there's gonna be any other issues with ledge.
So they didn't dig all the way around, all right?
No, so, but they've done test holes.
Oh, okay, good.
So what we recommended, or after discussion, to do test holes for the water lines.
Yeah.
Run across to make sure those are all right.
That's in the interior?
No,
Or from the
no, from the wells.
Okay,
across.
yeah.
And.
just to see if it's deep enough to bury the water.
Well, because.
See if there's any
jackhammer ledge.
Right.
issues and gonna have to jackhammer.
Yeah, okay.
And then the other thing is, by the end of the month, they're hoping to update the progress. So that we have a clearer idea of where we're gonna be.
Okay.
Yeah, cause that,
They decided not to suspend all work for 3 months?
well, they had another page there you're supposed to look at.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So it's confusing.
Uh-huh,
And the thing is about all those dates, pretty hard to tell, especially because the excavation's taken longer than they figured because
Yeah.
of stones and all.
Okay.
But once they get that under control, then it's a lot easier to measure progress or to, forecast progress.
mhm.
Because things take a certain amount of time
yeah,
and you're taking some of the variables out by doing
Right.
the excavation.
So they hit ledge, and some, unsuitable soils for some of the piers.
Hmm.
So. There's definitely gonna be some cost overrun there.
Yeah, they were already.
We should
60,000
know.
over on my time.
We should know, hopefully by tomorrow morning, you'll have an estimate as to
Yeah,
if we're gonna have these.
okay,
yeah. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Same time.
yeah.
All right, anything you want to add to that, Guthrie?
I can say, talking to John Churchill with Walker, that some of that ledge that came out, all of it that came out, they're going to be able to actually use it in some of the slopes on the outside of
Yeah,
that big radius on the far end of the shop. So it's not like it's a total loss by the time you start trucking material and placing material.
right.
It's going to be a lot closer to, it's not just it's getting dumped over a bank somewhere else.
Yeah, that's good material too. That rock is hard. So,
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right. I think I'm good.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
don't know if I can get to the meeting tomorrow morning, but
thanks
I
for
will on some.
going to those again in the report.
Okay, so we're gonna move to the next item. No one has any more questions for Guthrie? Consideration of listers, air and emission. What do we have on that? Let's see. Seems like this has been going on for a while. So.
So
We
just
need-
one,
What's that?
just one.
There was just one?
Mhm.
So what do we do? Make a motion to approve it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I move to approve the listers errors and emission certificate as submitted.
Second.
any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye, the ayes appear to have it, they do have it. So that's. That, the next item is designation of town delegate to 2025 VLCT annual meeting held on October 8th, 2025. This is on our agenda quite early, usually it's like the day before. This is something that Carl has done in the past, I don't know if he's gonna do it again. I think it was Zoe last year,
Yeah, I think so.
yeah.
Yeah.
Has
Yeah,
anybody heard from Zoe?
no,
No, I haven't either.
she's joined an Albanian band and is,
Well, it was mostly by healthcare.
yeah, I know, she's joined a band and she's.
Okay. All right, so,
Yeah, I could do it again.
well,
If no-
you know, what we could do is put you in as a placeholder.
Mhm.
And then as we get closer to the date, if that doesn't work for you, we can revisit
Yeah.
again. This is an early, this is very early to have this on our agenda, that's okay.
We appreciate it.
And, you know, it's hard for us to predict October 8th, that's months away, basically.
It's less than 2 months away.
Yeah, so anyway,
It's a Wednesday.
it's a Wednesday?
Yeah.
Wednesday's good for you?
I'd have to take off work, but that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, okay. Do we have to have a motion on that, or should we?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, well, let's have a motion.
Mhm.
We always change.
Yeah.
If we have to.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion that we send Carl to annual meeting.
So you wanna designate Carl Etnier as the town delegate?
Sure.
yes,
Thank you.
Whatever you say.
and we need a second.
Second,
Okay, any further discussion? Because actually I do have a little discussion on this.
Mhm.
Because generally, we have the agenda
Mhm.
and we discuss our
Right.
position
Right,
on the various items. We don't have that agenda
not yet.
at the moment,
No.
but we will.
Boo, yes.
So-
And just to be clear, this is the delegate to the annual meeting. This is held in conjunction with the town fair. But, you know, the delegate is just the person who represents the town at the meeting itself. And, you know, is authorized to make motions and speak and so on. But we can send as many people as we want to the town fair.
Right,
And
but
all the
we
other
always
workshops and
do,
stuff.
we always flesh out our positions on some of that.
Ahead of time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, ahead of
Mhm.
time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, just wanna say that.
Yeah.
Okay. Any further discussion? Not hearing any, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
The ayes appear to have it, Carl Etnier is now designated as a town delegate to 2025 VLCT annual meeting on October 8th. I'm still behind. Discuss municipal ethics update. I know I've got to do that actually.
Hmm.
That's a different one? No, I have to do that.
I do too.
Yeah,
But only half the people have done it, so.
Actually, more than half now.
Uh-oh.
Oh, perfect. Half the
We're the
people.
lagging group.
So,
Scott, have you done it?
yes, I have.
Tom, have you done it?
yes,
All right,
Oh
okay.
my God.
Pressure's on us.
Get it done.
so I was invited as ethics liaison for the town to attend a Zoom meeting hosted by the executive director of the State Ethics Commission. They wanted to be sure that we all understood that as excited as they are to help us out with ethics issues, that they are unable to. They are completely inundated since April 1st with town municipal ethical questions. And they did not get funding for the additional person that they needed in order to provide that support. So we are now being advised that if we should have ethical concerns, we need to take them to our town attorney.
So it's an unfunded mandate.
It is an unfunded mandate
To our town, what? What was that?
Town.
to our town attorney.
Oh, yeah, right. But we would anyway.
They would be very, very happy to help us if they can get the funding. That's pretty much what.
Sure.
Okay,
And thing was. 19 town officials of the 32 have now completed the training that is mandated to be done by September 26th. And the only other thing I want to mention is that the Vermont League of Cities and Towns now has a model policy for ethics, and we may want to consider adopting that along with the rest of our the other ethics group stuff that we have already adopted. I'll take a look at it. I just found out about it the other day, so I'll take a look at it and bring more information to you in your September meeting. If it is something that you wish to adopt, it will require hearings and such, so it's not gonna be a short-term process.
okay,
That's all I have.
all right,
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
thank you. So we don't have to do anything,
No,
right? I got one quick question, probably of Carl, that I didn't put on here, but do you know when the CV fiber is gonna get run? Cause a lot of people ask me about,
No,
no, Tom Fisher.
should we ask Tom to come in and give us an
Yes.
update sometime?
Yeah, I've got a lot of people asking me.
Yeah.
I saw the email that said Jen.
Oh, Tom sent one to Jen?
Yes,
I didn't see it.
pretty much said, we don't know.
yeah.
That's what I told everybody.
Another year,
And-
so.
I see
Another year?
I see the one about the town garage, is that the one you're talking about?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh, well, that's just specific to the town garage.
Right,
but it sounded like that as far as the whole town.
So nobody has it in town? Heck, you having the money we gave.
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, I'm not aware of it either, but everyone's having trouble with consolidated, so there've been
Oh, yeah.
people bugging me, it's like, I don't know.
we do not expect to know whether we will be awarded funding until the end of 2025. That's from the federal DEAD program. Once we secure this funding, we will create a construction plan based in part on how many people are pre-registered in various areas, which is a good reason to encourage your neighbors to pre-register at this website. Construction will then take place between 2026 and 2028 for the majority of addresses.
Oh, geez,
I would expect East Montpelier to be on the early end of that time frame, given the high level of subscribership in the town, possibly as early as mid-2026, but that's a guess.
so I should tell,
Without that BEAD funding, construction will go much slower for everybody.
what's the funding?
BEAD is federal funding.
It's federal.
Oh, well, that's.
We can count on those, you know.
Yeah. Not really,
No,
so I'll have to tell people it's at least a year away,
yeah,
at least,
at least a year.
but shouldn't they sign up?
Yes,
That's what it looks like.
get
If you
cbfiber.net.
have no internet, how do you sign up? Go to the library or come to the town office, right?
Sure,
Good on your son.
So cvfiber.net,
get dot
yes, okay,
cbfiber.net.
okay,
Yeah. you got it.
Black holes.
Got it.
all right. Okay, sorry about that, but
No, so,
you clarified.
yeah,
Very good.
I search in my emails.
Okay, warrants. And we have a personnel issue discussion?
Not an issue, just a
Discussion.
discussion.
Oh, good, okay. Warrants and the town administrator report, we should do.
Yeah.
Okay, warrants are right here, I already signed it actually,
So
make sure I did, I think I did. You want them, Carl?
Sure,
Yep, oh, I smudged the page, that's what happened, I don't wait for more, whoops.
So for the
Thank you.
homestead,
Hmm,
and what did you want me to do?
yeah, go start left, I mean.
hey. Be nice to her.
So
Okay,
for the homestead late filing penalty waiver, we can go forward printing our tax bills with a 0% late filing penalty because the select board voted that amount last year. The
And have
board,
not changed their mind.
Yeah.
And have not taken further action.
Okay,
so the board would need to vote again only if they wanted to consider making a change to the 0% penalty. And you're empowered to vote from 0 to 8%. Without new action by the board, the 0% rate remains in place.
Yeah,
Okay, is it okay if I sign these after the meeting, because I have some
Sure.
questions and.
absolutely,
Okay.
yeah,
We had external auditors from Sullivan Powers here on site last week. And they completed the on-site portion. We also signed an authorization letter for the investment for the bond money, which is located in US Bank. And we emailed that on August 21st. And
so what, we could take the money and invest it?
yeah, so it's sitting at their bank.
Right.
And then we authorize them to invest it.
Oh,
And we could choose an alternative investment. We're welcome to do that if we want to.
so if we don't need the money for a month or two, how? Well,
Right.
yeah, how much notice do you need to get the money out of it?
So we're currently doing requisitions as
Yeah.
invoices come in.
Yeah,
But the remaining balance,
yeah, I know that, but
oh,
if you put it in an investment, can you just take it right out? Like if you say, oh, I need 100,000 tomorrow,
no.
Well,
Depends on-
what are the options? Can they just put it into a money market fund?
yeah,
So we can look into the options and.
yeah, I don't know how long-term the investment, is. That's what I was concerned about.
Yeah,
We have
well-
to be money quickly.
And I don't understand, is it an alternative investment at US Bank, or is it just saying whatever investment opportunities are out there, we're welcome to pick one?
I'd have to,
We can buy Microsoft?
yeah,
Even a high yield savings account. I mean, this is a major bank. They've got to have options for us.
Uh-huh.
When
So,
you say alternative investment, that means they've already got it invested. I think,
well, if we have money there, it's an investment.
you know, but is it just sitting there or is it gaining some income
Right.
somewhere?
so
y-
on the 21st, we signed the authorization letter
Yeah.
to invest.
Yes,
But if we want to switch from the automatic default, then
Yeah.
we can.
yeah,
So
But
you
if
wanna-
you want the options, I'm gonna have to
Well,
get,
let Jen, let's find out what the automatic default is. Maybe it's acceptable.
and I'm sure that the money is accessible if they're doing it, because they know that we need the money sometimes within a few days.
So this is a default option for the bond bank, that they send it to US Bank?
Mhm.
Okay,
Okay. For the town garage build, as we mentioned, there's a weekly call now online, Google Meet, and also on site Tuesdays at 9 AM. The concrete and rebar reports came back positive. And the Starlink, we've determined, from RB Tech is too slow for housing the backups there for the town. So we're gonna have IT backups there, saving on a monthly cost instead of housing the backups at RB Tech's location. But, once we're done with Starlink. The Horn of the Moon, we had the box culvert come is coming August 25th. Sodom Pond, the box is complete. And they are intending to start end of August, so they're gonna give us a 10-day notice when they plan to mobilize and close the road. I haven't gotten that 10-day notice yet. We did a pre-application for the CDBG grant for the Village of North Montpelier. And we had the pre-application meeting with the grants management analyst from Vermont Department of Housing and Community Development, who gave the green light for us to submit a full application by September 20th if we choose to do so. There's 2 tracks that an application can be submitted for. One is a planning track. If we go that route, they recommended a number of 250K. And then if we went the implementation track, there's up to 10 million. But obviously it's gonna be unlikely to do that one. Because there's heavier requirements for that in a short amount of time to have together by September, like engineering site plans, a developer fully committed. low income household threshold levels, and then the ability to break out ground in 3 to 6 months. So, the planning commission, and they have a work group that's going to meet to discuss these options. For the 2025 Mallory Brook Lottery, that starts the end of August.
Let's talk about this CDBG before you move on. So there's this work group that is in some communication with the planning commission. And how are we gonna go forward as a town on this? What's the plan? Because last time the work group came to us, it was a night before they needed something. And they didn't give us any paperwork.
Mhm.
So what's the plan going forward for this decision that needs to happen?
Right, they're going to meet and then let me know.
Uh-huh.
I haven't received a
They
plan yet.
you need to communicate with them and let them know that we need some solid information prior to the meeting.
Should we ask them to come here to our next meeting and report what they're doing?
I'd like to see something ahead of time.
Yes.
So that we can
Yeah.
at least take a look at it, and have some understanding what they're up to, not.
September 8th.
September 8th, yeah, that's our only
right.
meeting between now and
I know,
September 20th.
I know,
Right,
right,
that's my point.
Yeah,
yeah.
So sooner the better.
yeah,
Mhm. Okay,
okay.
So are they meeting to decide which track they're gonna go on?
yeah, I think currently the talks they're a little divided
Oh.
on that, so.
So they might go for 10, right?
Planning commission chair feels the 250K is more practical. Because
10
they're.
million?
That's
Because
what
of the
I'm saying.
requirements.
I know,
We need some information.
Yeah.
And the 250,000 is just for planning?
Yeah,
Yeah, for planning what sort of project, do we know?
Wow, that's a lot of money
so
just for
the
planning.
pre-application was made for an affordable housing project.
Okay,
So, and then I sent you that pre-application on a PDF with the details.
okay,
So that had a project plan and a timeline.
Wow. Okay,
The planning commission has it on their agenda to talk about on Thursday.
okay,
okay, good. And so we should get it on agenda for the 8th,
yeah,
so we can know something.
yeah.
Wow, okay. Beautiful. In the Mallory Brook Lottery, permit request to start at the end of August. Do you know what that is? Yeah? The Mallory, Brook-
The hunting, right?
yeah,
Yeah, I think it was-
yeah, they get a lottery for hunting up on Chris Presley. Okay. All right,
And then the meeting schedule.
Oh,
Could,
yeah.
for September 8th and September 22nd, could we just strike regular meeting dates since it's not?
right, it would be on the first, which is like.
Right, right. You see where I'm talking about?
Oh, okay, yeah.
On the meetings, it's
Yeah.
not a regular meeting on May.
Yeah.
And I guess the 22nd they need it,
Exactly.
right? All right. Sounds great. You had questions on the one?
Yeah, I just wanted to take a look at the
Okay,
bills
yeah.
behind some of them.
I do have a couple questions, but I don't know if somebody can answer them or not. Matt is on the Greater Visions Landscaping, you've got 2 charges here. And then same with the cemetery.
2 charges?
Is it 2
Yeah.
months worth?
What's that?
Is it 2 months?
Worth?
So the first, so the Creative Vision is 1,700 is one, and the other one's 187.50. And then.
Well, the invoices are in there, we can take it.
And then the cemetery. For JM Yard Services, it's 27.14 for one and 900 for another.
The invoices are in there though.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to look at it after
They're
the meeting.
alphabetical.
You know, I wanted to see whether we're cutting checks for $2.10 and $2.40, so.
Good
We're
question.
consolidating that. I'll look at it after the meeting.
So we've done everything, well, more or less. But we still have to do the personnel discussion. So,
I move to enter executive session for the purposes of discussing a personnel-related matter pursuant to one VSA, section 313A1B.
This right one.
Yeah,
It's not one A, right? The other one's one AC or.
1A3.
1A3, yeah.
I'm sorry, just A3.
A3.
A3, yeah.
You seconded it?
I do.
Any further discussion?
I would
Oh.
just like to remind the board that because of the new change to the open meeting law, you will be required to make a motion to exit.
Yes,
And Jen's going to give me the information about that.
okay.
Okay, it's now
Yep.
7:26.
Did we vote all of them in favor? Say aye.
Did we?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Aye.
Aye. Are you gonna make another motion?
Sure, Scott's gonna make another motion to end
Yes.
executive session a couple minutes ago.
Yes, I did.
Yes, I'll
Okay.
second it.
Second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
So that was
That's a minute
at.
later. 7:37. Nah. Okay, so were you gonna make the motions?
Oh, yes. So I move that the East Montpelier Select Board finds that the outside employment proposed by the town employee does not constitute a conflict of interest.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
I,
The ayes appear to have it, they do have it. Anything else?
Motion to adjourn.
second,
All those in favor, please say aye.
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 The ayes appear to have it, they do have it.